Hello, boys and girls. This is Aunt Fernita, and I have a wonderful story for you called Let Them Come. The message for today's story is from Luke chapter 18, verse 16. It says, "Let the little children come to me." The message for today's story is Jesus loves me. He wants me in his family. Who is your favorite grown-up besides your parents? Is it your grandma or grandpa? Your Sabbath school teacher? When Jesus was on earth, he was many children's favorite grown-up. Let's see why. One day, a little boy's mother heard that Jesus was in her town. She didn't know where he was, so she asked her neighbor, "I heard that Jesus is in town. Do you know where he is? I want him to pray for my little boy." "Jesus is here?" the neighbor asked. "I'll come with you to find him." The neighbor picked up her little girl, and the two mothers walked quickly into town. Another mother saw them. "Where are you going?" she asked. "We're going to find Jesus," the first mother said. "Come with us." "I will," said the mother. She called her two children. "Come, children, we're going to see Jesus." As mothers and their children hurried toward town, they saw more mothers with their children. "They must know where Jesus is," the first mother said. "Let's follow them." So they did. Finally, they saw Jesus sitting under a tree. He was talking to some grown-ups. Jesus' helpers were standing nearby, and they frowned at all the mothers and children. One of the mothers walked right up to the frowning men and said, "Excuse me, we would like to have Jesus pray for our children." One of the men frowned even harder. "Jesus is busy," he answered. "Come back later." The mothers and the children were sad. They turned around and started to go back home. But then Jesus stood up and spoke to the frowning men. "Let the little children come to me. Don't stop them. They belong in my kingdom. They are a part of my family." Jesus opened his arms and a little girl ran to him. He picked her up and hugged her. Soon all of the children ran to Jesus. What do you think he did next? Jesus let the children climb onto his lap. He let them touch his hands and his face. He let them gently pull his beard. He let them give him hugs. Jesus smiled at the children. He hugged them back. He even played peekaboo with the babies. He held each child in his arms and prayed for each one. The mothers and the children were so happy that Jesus loved all the children and welcomed them into his family. Jesus loves us, and he wants us in his family too.
This podcast is produced by Gracelink.net at Studio El Piso, Singapore. For more children's resources, please visit Gracelink.net.